Well, Andrew Chesnut is a chair in Catholic Studies in Virginia in the U.S. He joins us now from Mexico City to evaluate the historic meeting between the Pope and the Russian Patriarch in Cuba. Andrew, thanks so much for joining us. First, just give us a better sense of how dramatically this meeting in communist Cuba, of all places, could change the relationship between the Vatican and the Russian Orthodox Church.
Yeah, this meeting is just of monumental significance. I would say it is as significant as Pope Francis being the first New World Pope. There hadn't been a meeting since the Great Schism of 1054. And I was able to just read the joint declaration that they issued. And while it does focus on the persecution of Christians in the Middle East and ask for the international community to take precautions in protecting them, it's actually a fairly sweeping statement that goes beyond exclusive focus of Christian persecution in the Middle East.
So tell me, if there is reconciliation then, what do you think these two churches can achieve together? I mean, perhaps starting with the persecution, their perceived persecution of Christians in the Middle East and North Africa.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really is the most urgent, pressing issue. About half of Christians are Orthodox, another half are Catholic in the Middle East and North Africa. And the Middle East, of course, is a historic cradle of Christianity. And now only about 4% of the Middle East and North African population are Christian. It's not only slaughter at the hands of Daesh, but it's also emigration to Europe and the United States as well. So I think that's the most pressing issue that they're going to work on too. The joint declaration by the Patriarch and the Pontiff, which I just read, also has a couple paragraphs on Ukraine as well, which has also been a thorn in the side for both with Russian accusations of poaching, Catholic poaching in the Ukraine and in Russia in general.
I'd like to better understand, working together then with their collective bargaining power, if we can call it that, do you think these two churches would be able to truly influence the world's political leadership? Not in the near future. I mean, this is, the first time they've met. I mean, this is a historic meeting, and they still have some serious obstacles, impediments to overcome. So I think if they do continue on this path, and of course, Pope Francis has been a great champion of ecumenical relations. The joint declaration also calls for greater interfaith dialogue, specifically focused on Islam. I think this, yes, can pave a path for future greater collaboration on the world stage of the largest Orthodox Church, which is the Russian, constituting some two-thirds of all Orthodox, and the Roman Catholic Church, which is as large as Islam with 1.3 billion members. So in the distant future, if things continue on this path, I think they could make a difference in terms of world peace and world conflicts. Okay, Andrew Chesnut, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us from Mexico City.